So hello everyone, this is a new day in my life, more precisely a new morning and not morning. This is the first video that I just do, in this day. And in this day I just will um I just will talk um I think about the day of yesterday, previous day, and I think I will talk about the position that I just in right now, and I think I will um, maybe clear everything that I just do. Um, so yeah, for today, I just was with my little brother, with my dad. That was a family day, as actually a yesterday, and everything actually worked very nicely. Um, and I absolutely, felt like, you know, I just more than control about everything and in a balance, and that's something that I just was before I leave this country. Right now, I just feel like more than I just control, more than I just feel that I'm in a balance, and I just pretty get over right, you know, about hardly, you know, situation and everything like that. I just feel like I pretty calmness um, in the same situation, the same conditions, and that's pretty nicely, and I feel pretty good with that. And it's actually was um, a pretty ordinary family day. Um, I can't say that you know something was wrong or something was didn't really good. Um, but you know, I must say that um, I don't know why, but in the recent time, I just feel, you know, that I start to control, you know, on my brain. I just, start to see the different feelings that my brain feel every time. I just, start to see the pattern of my brain. I just start to see, you know, not just what I feel. I start to, just recognize what is going on in my brain. That's mean that, for example, in this morning, my brain just actually feel what I feel, and that's actually influenced by all my body. And I don't really speak about, a really strongly and hardly emotional. I speak about, you know, ordinary thing. I speak about, you know, it's really hard to explain that. It's really hard to explain that because, you know, our brain actually is every time just goes for, a different feelings, okay, and maybe you're actually in pretty other position than you actually was before this feeling, before this position of your brain, and you just, you know um, and you just feel that how I can explain this thing, you know you have a different thing on your mind, you have a different thing on your head, you actually think about different thing, never mind, but your brain just, you know, play in the same pattern. So that means that, you know, sometimes I just feel like um, um, it's a slightly of a pattern that I just know how to recognize, how to take care about this thing. And you know, so yeah, I'm sorry. I just try maybe to clear this position, and I think that, you know, it is a slightly of hardly, but I just start to, you know, feel like no matter, if I feel concentration or if I, think about different thing every time, or, I just feel that I'm improving, and maybe, as I said, um, when my brain actually was um, in the same situation, okay, before I just thought about different thing, or maybe I just was in a different position, different place, in different everything, never mind. But I feel that my brain have just a limited, position to actually be in, and just, play in this position, play in this thing. And it's something I just feel. And it's hard to explain this thing, but it's a pretty something that, helped me, and something that my brain never thought before. Because when I just don't play in the same, in the same place of my brain, and I just, play my game, I just feel that I can control in this game, and the brain isn't control about me. The nature positions that my brain feel didn't influence about me. So I think that it's pretty fucking hardly to explain this topic, because it's pretty hardly and pretty new for me. But it's something that I just start to, do alone, and just, understand this thing alone. And I think it's absolutely amazing, and, show how much I just, improving, and how much I just, do a different thing, and just, make myself in a different position, and just, my brain actually improve every time. Because I think it's something that I just never did before, because every fucking time I just was, in the same feelings, and in the same, mind, the same place of my brain. So that's mean that if my brain was in a stressful, I just didn't really know that it's the pattern of the brain. And even there is a nothing stressful, you just feel, empathy, you just feel everything like that. But right now I just, recognize that it's, a part of the circle that my brain do, and that's, something that my brain get into for. and I just recognize this thing, and I just know how to control and how to understand that it's just, you know, a place that my brain get into for according the circle that it just do every time. And I think it's pretty fucking hardly because I never thought this thing, I never just think about this thing. But you know, this recognizing this, you know, slightly of see myself, the inside of myself, but you know, as you know, it's actually outside, and you know, take care about this, about you know the pattern, and about you know the things, and about the feelings that actually you know maybe happened. You know, that's my brain, you know, feel sometimes that it just you know lose his control. But it's not really because I just lose my control, I just you know lose my balance, I just don't really know, I just everything like that. It's because my brain just want to feel like that, and my brain just want to you know attract me for this place that I just don't really believe me. I just lose my balance, I just lose everything. And you know, just see what your brain do, and just you know think that it's something that outside you, and you just take care about this thing, and you just you know say to yourself that I will take care about it. You know, it's like you know, every time you just see something that inside you, and you just you know inside this position, and right now you just see this thing as somebody that actually outside you, okay? And when you see this thing as something that actually outside you, as you know a pattern of your brain, you just can say to yourself, I will fight about it, I will think about this nicely thing, and you know I will think about you know this right thing, in order to just push out myself from this position. And you know, it is something that I think pretty hardly to explain, because you know how you actually fight with yourself, because you don't really fight, but you know you just play in your brain. I don't actually know how to explain these things. You just you know feel what your brain do, and succeed to react and think, and you know playing with your brain. I don't know, it's approximately like what I just do a lot of time, that as I just you know said, that a lot of times when everything fucking wrong, my brain pretty fucking want to you know push myself out from the balance, push myself out for everything, and you just want to be in a reaction that I just you know said to myself, oh my god, what is going on, oh my god, what is going on, oh my god, what's going on, until you know I just lose my balance, just you know in a position that I lose the controlling and lose the planning that I just had, and everything like that. So you know what I just do every time when it's happened is just you know think about the really near future that I just had, and plan this thing, and from this I just you know will you know be order about what I had. And the second thing that I just do is is recognize this thing that my brain want to attract me for. You want to just think about the wrong and about the mistake, about the thing that actually was, and just you know don't do that, because you know that this pressure and this feeling and this thinking will not help you. So for right now it's approximately of the same,